There are many players making tons of coins in FC Mobile with a strategy called investment. In simple words, investment means you buy low and sell high. Sounds simple, but it's not. By the end of this video, you learn how actually the FC Mobile market works and the basics which you need to start investing. So let's start. Investment in FC Mobile simply means buying cards when they're cheap and selling them when demand rises. You're not goons gambling here. You're going to predict which player's value might rise based on events, market cycles, and human behavior. For example, think of it like buying a bottle of water at $1 before a heat wave hits. When the temperature rises, people panic, demand goes up, and now you sell the same bottle for $5. Same bottle, different timing. In FC Mobile, investment works the exact same way. Price range is the minimum and maximum price limit EA sets for every refresh. Inside this range, they can bid freely, but there's a minimum bidding like 1 million for this Trent card. Top one is lowest, and bottom one is highest. It changes in every refresh. Also, there is a 10% tax on all cards that you sold. This is obvious. Otherwise, people will buy from the lowest price and then sell at the highest price. There is a maximum and minimum price range limit based on the over. It's there to stop the player's value to reach infinity. It's not much important to know. But you're curious, then you can just search for the famous cards like Messi or Ronaldo, and you will know the maximum price upper limit for some over. In FC Mobile, player prices do not change every second. The market updates at fixed refresh times, usually every 2 hours. During a refresh, the game rechecks supply, demand, and recent transactions, then adjusts the price. If a card has been selling fast near the maximum price, the refresh may push the price upward. If many cards remain unsold, the refresh may push the price downward. This is why prices often look stuck for a while. We will discuss this in more detail in the supply versus demand part. Refresh time is different for every player. Usually same event players, refresh time is so close, even sometimes just 1 second's difference. Now, how to know refresh time for specific players, or how to check refresh time. Before that, we have created a new Discord server. Make sure to join it, and there are a dedicated section just for FC Mobike investment only. Link in bio. Just go to rendrz.app, and then click on Search Player. Type the player name you want to know. Refresh time. Since I want to know Gullet, I will search for him. Scroll down bit, and you will a text stating market refresh. Below that is your refresh time for the player you want to know. So, if you want to make a profit, you gotta sell your players for 111.2% of what you brought for. Yeah, that's the exact number. If you're thinking, wait, what?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Don't worry, I'll show you how it works with some quick math. Okay. Let's start. Let's assume you brought a player for 10 million coins. Now you're gonna sell him at 11.12% more than what you brought for. So we multiple with 111.2%, and we can write 111.2% as 111.2 divided by 100. And if we divide, it's 112. And multiply with 10 becomes 11.12 millions. Now let's deduct the price for what we brought to get the profit without tax. It's 1.12 million. Let's figure out tax. Follow almost the same steps, just this time it's 10%. After figuring out the tax, deduct it from the before tax profit to get the profit after tax, which is for us, is just 8,000 coins. Even in free pack, we get 20k coins. Now you figure out what if we sell for 111.1%, what happens? Write your answer in comments. Supply means how many copies of a player card exist on the market right now. For example, if I list this card on the market, its supply will increase by 1. Here the blue listings are the number of players that are available in the market. And usually high supply equals price drop. But let's explain it a little later. Let's go with the same player example again for explaining demand. Let's put in some purchase requests. For now, I am doing 6, which means I'm telling the market I want 6 copies of this player at 53.2 million coins. If anyone wants to sell me at this offered price, then I will get the player, and here a red listing, our demand. Kindly remember that the listing that is posted first tends to sell or get bought sooner than the others. Another tip, on the right side of the card value, you will see a red or blue line. It refers to demand and supply. Only red means there is no supply. Blue means there is no demand. Both mean there is supply as well as demand.
Wait, I know EA's pack luck is worst. However, people who are subscribed often avoids worst packs. If you want to test this theory, you know the button.
As mentioned earlier, supply means how many of this card exists in the market. Demand means how many people want to buy it right now. Value increase or decrease is not decided by EA. It's decided by these two fighting each other. And whoever has more peoples wins. For this video, we used Lamine Yamal as the example. Situation 1. So, when does the price go down? It happens when loads of people are selling the same card, but only a few are looking to buy it. That's when the price drops. Situation 2. When price rise. Very few cards are listed. Many people want to buy. That's when the price rise. Usually this happens with meta cards. Situation 3 is when prices don't change much because supply and demand are pretty balanced, and neither sellers nor buyers are super interested. So price stays stable. But in every refresh player, price might rise or drop by a couple million, but in long term, they are stable. Now let's do some practice with what we learned till now. In the screen, you can see kite. You have to say whether in next refresh it will rise or drop in value. Since we can see a few demands for him, not much, so in the next refresh, he might rise. However, in the long term, he might drop, and since it's an old card, with 3-star skill moves, and is right-footed. Next up, Messi. What would happen to his value in next refresh? No change in value, since his price is already maxed due to popularity, and his value can't rise more than that. Next up, one of the most meta cards in FC Mobile Gullet. In next refresh, what will happen to his value? Remember, it's a meta card. With the graph, we can get a rough idea that the card is not at peak. But we haven't learned grop yet. We will learn it later. If we look at listing, we can see all red since it's a meta, so this card will rise. This was just a foundation video. Most us already know those things. In the next episode, we will learn more about investing and other factors. And don't forget to join the Discord server.